Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Kindergarten's International Day. The country that kindergarten studied is Canada, and before the children come back for their presentation, we want to give you a little tour of the kindergarten classroom so you can see all the wonderful projects that they completed. Kindergarten studied many different kinds of Canadian animals. In art class, Mrs. Hall, our art teacher, taught the children about a famous Canadian artist named Emily Carr. Emily Carr had a certain style for her art, and the children used that style when they created their mural. This is a Canadian landscape with beavers, Canadian geese, Arctic hares, moose, and Arctic fox, and one cougar down below. Well, actually we have 4 cougars. The children also made colored their own books about Canadian animals. And we tied in reading language arts. They needed to write the name of each animal on the line below the sentence about that animal. Maple tree. We have our own maple tree in kindergarten. The tree was actually made by Mrs. Haar, art teacher, but the beautiful maple leaves, which are a symbol of Canada, we learned, were watercolor painted by the kindergartners. So all those leaves are specially designed by our kindergarten group. And we do hope to actually keep our tree up all year, and as the seasons change, decorate it accordingly. Okay, moving over, we learned that the national sport of Canada is ice hockey. And the children were very, very excited with our ice hockey activities. One of the first activities that we did was make our very own hockey sticks. And we did this by using paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls that we paper mached, let dry, then painted and decorated. And then we also made a puck, a little puck here. And the children also enjoyed designing their own ice hockey jersey. And we did try to tie in a little reading language arts by requesting that the children draw a picture of a noun in the middle of their jersey, which they know is a person, place, or thing. So they were labeled accordingly. And the children really enjoyed the creative piece of this project. Mrs. Hoffman, one of our parents, Ryan Hoffman's mother, has a very rare picture of Wayne Gretzky that was actually signed by him. He, I guess, rarely signed things. And so that is quite valuable, and we're lucky to have it on display here next to our ice hockey display. And Mr. Roud, Henry Roud's father, visited us right before Mrs. Blaze left on maternity leave. So that was in February, and he gave us a wonderful presentation about Canada. He is from Canada, as well as Mrs. Hoffman, Ryan's mother, but he presented all sorts of wonderful facts. So we learned quite a bit from him, and these photos show his presentation. And if you ask any of the children about his presentation, I'm sure they can tell you quite a few things. Okay. Some of the other activities that kindergarten completed while studying Canada, we made wind socks using the Canadian flag and Canadian colors, which are red and white. And you'll see those hanging from our ceiling. The children, the Canadian flag, a small little map of Canada, the national animal of Canada, which they learned is a beaver. And they also will sing today the O Canada song. They learned it. It is the Canadian national anthem, and written here on their poster is the French version. And they have learned some French words and a French song to present to their families today. Along with all the projects, the children have been able to enjoy books, some specifically about Canada, some about animals from Canada. If You Give a Moose a Muffin, of course a fictional book, but it has to do with a moose. Books here about beavers. Also here an illustrated rules of ice hockey book, which of course has been well enjoyed. Each child learned a fact about Canada, and the facts were illustrated by each child. And during the presentation today, each child will recite their fact, and I will be showing the parents their page of the book. So while the presentation is going on, it will be videotaped, and you will get to see each page as the child recites their fact. But we do have this now as a wonderful keepsake for our classroom to use.